Alright, let's dive into something that's been buzzing in the crypto space lately, and trust me, it's a fascinating development. Imagine this: while one major player is doubling down on Ethereum, another is trimming its Bitcoin holdings. Sounds like a plot twist, right? Well, that's exactly what's happening with Bitmine and Strategy, and it's got me thinking about the bigger picture in crypto. Here's the deal: Bitmine, led by Tom Lee, just scooped up another 10,399 ETH, worth around $19.1 million. Now, what's really interesting here isn't just the purchase itself, but the timing and the rationale behind it. Lee is pointing to Ethereum's outperformance against the Nasdaq as a sign of strengthening fundamentals in crypto. Personally, I think this is a bold move, especially when you consider the volatility we've seen in the market lately. But here's the thing: Lee isn't just buying ETH, he's also buying back shares of his own company. That's a double vote of confidence, not just in Ethereum, but in Bitmine Strategy as a whole. What makes this really interesting is the contrast with Strategy, the largest corporate Bitcoin holder. They've been selling off Bitcoin, to the tune of $105 million worth, while repurchasing their own stock. Now, on the surface, it might seem like these two companies are on opposite sides of the crypto fence. But if you take a step back and think about it, both moves could be seen as strategic plays to shore up their positions in a shifting market. Strategy is raising cash and focusing on their stock, while Bitmine is betting big on Ethereum's future. It's almost like a game of chess, where each player is making moves based on their unique strengths and market outlook. One thing that immediately stands out is Lee's emphasis on Ethereum's performance relative to the Nasdaq. He's not just looking at crypto in a vacuum, he's comparing it to traditional markets. In my opinion, this is a smart way to gauge the health of the crypto space. If Ethereum is outperforming tech stocks, it could signal that investors are seeing more value in crypto as a hedge or even as a growth asset. But here's the kicker: the last time Ethereum showed this kind of strength was in July 2025, right before it rallied from $2,375 to over $4,000. So, is history repeating itself? It's too early to say for sure, but it's definitely something to keep an eye on. What many people don't realize is that Bitmine Strategy isn't just about buying ETH, it's about staking it too. They've staked about 85% of their holdings, which is projected to bring in around $247 million in annualized revenue. That's a massive cash flow, and it's a detail I find fascinating. Staking isn't just a passive income strategy, it's a way to actively participate in the Ethereum network while earning rewards. This raises a deeper question: as more companies adopt staking strategies, could it become a standard practice for crypto treasuries? I think it's entirely possible, and it could fundamentally change how companies interact with their crypto holdings. Now, let's zoom out for a second. What this really suggests is that the crypto landscape is evolving in ways we might not fully appreciate yet. Bitmine's focus on Ethereum and staking, versus Strategy's Bitcoin sales and stock buybacks, highlights the diversity of strategies in the space. It's not just about which coin you hold, it's about how you leverage it. From my perspective, this is a sign of a maturing market, where players are thinking beyond just price movements and into long-term value creation. But here's the thing: while Bitmine's move feels like a bullish bet on Ethereum, the market didn't exactly reward them right away. Shares dipped 2.1% pre-market as ETH prices slipped over the weekend. Does that mean the strategy is flawed? Not necessarily. Markets are fickle, and short-term price movements don't always reflect long-term potential. Personally, I think this is a classic case of the market overreacting to short-term noise while missing the bigger picture. So, what's the takeaway here? In my opinion, the contrast between Bitmine and Strategy isn't just about Ethereum versus Bitcoin, it's about two different visions for the future of crypto. One is betting on Ethereum's growing ecosystem and the value of staking, while the other is focusing on liquidity and stock performance. Both strategies have their merits, and both could pay off in different market conditions. But if you ask me, the real story here is how these moves reflect the broader evolution of crypto, from a speculative asset class to a strategic component of corporate treasuries. As we wrap up, I'll leave you with this thought: what does it mean for the crypto space when major players are making such divergent bets? Is it a sign of fragmentation, Or is it evidence of a maturing market with room for multiple strategies? Personally, I think it's the latter. The crypto space is big enough for Ethereum bulls, Bitcoin maximalists, and everyone in between. And as we watch these strategies play out, we're not just witnessing a battle of coins, we're seeing the future of finance take shape. So, what do you think? Are we on the cusp of a new era in crypto, or is this just another chapter in the ongoing saga? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this deep dive. Until next time, keep thinking critically and stay curious.